right, welcome back to another edition of Barbershop Talk Like This. And today in the studio, we got my man Kwame Patterson and my man Garrick Dixon.
Yay.
And you know who I am. It's Trey, Mr. Right, all the motherfucking time.
Oh, man.
And
it's
my
your boy
nigga
Dice
Dice.
the Barber. This nigga ain't never fucking right. He think he right, but he ain't never right.
So what up? Let's start over here with my man Quan. What's good with it, Quan?
Ain't nothing, man.
Tell the people who you are, what you got popping off.
Ho. Before we start this shit, we gotta take shots,
of
bro.
course.
Like, what the fuck
I'm
is you
Joe
doing?
Kwame need headphones on?
Yeah.
Nah, that day.
Nah.
That G. Just sit back and chill. Anyway, so we always start the show off with a shot. I know y'all really don't drink like that, Kwame, and
It's all good.
it's all good. So we gonna shot it up today. Anyway, while I'm doing this, while I'm pouring shots, tell the people a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do.
All right, well, people out there who don't know who I am, my name is Kwame Patterson. Most people know me from The Wire. Played Monk on The Wire back in the day.
Yeah.
Aight.
Hey.
Right now, just got finished dropping a show on Crackle called The Oath, produced by 50 Cent.
That's
so,
right. That's right.
Hey, that shit is hot, nigga. I've been watching that
I like
shit.
that.
I appreciate it,
I
man.
like
Yeah.
the oath, man.
Kwame the boss on that motherfucker, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that shit.
Hey, if y'all don't, well, obviously y'all don't know Kwame, but if y'all do know Kwame, this motherfucker, he plays that role to the T, bro. Like that's basically him. Like, this nigga is a boss. He come from the streets of basically Baltimore, born in Jersey, right?
Yeah.
And then raised in Baltimore, right?
Yes, sir.
So like for The Wire, they kind of like, you kind of like cast it from off the streets, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that. Like,
Hold on, we got the shots. Everybody, let's get the shot glasses
yeah.
up. Shot, toast to the show. Let's have a good one.
Barbershop talk like this.
Oh,
Here we
yeah.
go.
Shit.
Now, tell us how you got your start off in The Wire.
Dang.
Yeah, let it hit you. Yeah, hit your chest like a man,
Yeah,
boy.
hit that shit.
So, damn.
You took that shot like, hold up, going straight into it.
Like, I'm glad I ain't talking right now.
Right. I know, right?
Oh, man.
So basically, the way The Wire happened was that David Simon and Ed Burns, they would grab people from the streets and put them around the actors to help make the show authentic.
All right.
And it's the reason why when people watch the show, they would say, like, this show looks so real and the people in the show look so authentic, like real gangsters and real drug dealers, because a lot of the cats on the show were really real gangsters and real drug dealers. They were pulled from the neighborhoods that they were shooting in. And so it just so happened that one of the neighborhoods that they were shooting in was my neighborhood, which is Park Heights.
Shout out.
Yes, sir.
So was you one of the gangsters and drug dealers in your neighborhood?
At that time, those days, right?
I mean, this is a real show. This is Barbershop Talk Like This. This is how we talk in the shop, right?
Yeah, and he here now. He here now.
We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it 100.
Nah, no doubt. Nah, we're gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most people know my backstory. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I did my thing back in the day. But at that time, I wasn't.
All right.
You know, at that time, I was working a regular job, but I still lived in the hood. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
And so it just so happened that, they approached me, asked me was I an actor, because I was out there watching. And I was like, nah. And they was like, well, we'd like you to come in the casting tomorrow and read these 2 lines or 3 lines. And I was like, cool, I was like, all right, I didn't think I was going to get it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So went in, read the 3 lines. Next thing you know, I got a phone call, said, you got it. So I was hyped. I was like, oh, man.
Dope.
Yeah.
God's plan.
Yeah, and that basically that changed your whole life,
Pretty
right?
much changed my whole life.
That's dope.
Damn, yo, know what I mean? And then from doing The Wire, that kind of got you some other shit, like
You was
got
also
you on
Ray Donovan, right?
Yeah, Ray Donovan.
Yeah. You was playing a boss on Ray Donovan.
He was the
too.
boss on Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
I remember Ray Donovan came up in his crib. He had that fucking ninja sword. What you gonna do, nigga? What? Get on my house, nigga. That shit was hilarious.
That was a good ass part, man. And then now, to a bigger thing, you just got the thing with The Oath.
Yeah.
And that was actually shot in Puerto Rico after, the big hurricane and everything,
Yeah.
right?
Shout out to 50 Cent.
Yeah. And
shout out to 50.
All shout outs go to, all the families that was affected by the hurricane in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I'm part Puerto Rican myself, and a lot of my family got affected by that as well. And you guys shot that out there basically, and it seems like every time, at the end of the show on The Oath, y'all give a dedication out, to Puerto Rico and stuff like that. How was that out there?
Oh man, it was beautiful shooting in Puerto Rico, and it was my first time being out there, so that was kind of fly.
Yeah.
and it definitely sucked that the hurricane it hit Puerto Rico twice.
Yeah.
So so we had to get evacuated 2 different times while we were shooting, and then come back. But the beautiful thing about the whole thing is that the people in Puerto Rico were in such great spirits, like through the whole thing. I mean, it wasn't like, when we came back, you go someplace, you expect people to be all sad and depressed. Like, nah, it was still like happy, the spirits, everybody was friendly. It was so much love out there. And we tried to do our best to help support and, do like foundation work. Like we help, like a lot of us one time went and helped with the, it was a water program where they help like to clean the water. So they filtrate the water. So that's what I'm doing. We did that. And then we also tried to like donate clothes, and we did, we tried to do the thing. And it was great.
Man. Shout out Puerto Rico, man.
Yeah.
And it was funny to me because as I'm watching, it's a lot of casino scenes in the show.
Yeah.
So they got to have like a bunch of different people to make it not seem like it's in Puerto Rico. So they had to fly all the extras in and shit like that.
Nah, those people are from Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they use all the extras.
It seemed like it was like some white. I know it looked like it's like white Puerto Ricans, dark Puerto Ricans,
exactly.
shit like that. You know?
I thought you knew that. I thought you was part Puerto Rican.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
But you still asking shit like that.
I'm just saying. You see how you know what I mean? When he said they ain't I kind of realized that shit. Most of the white Puerto Ricans from the middle of the island. You know what I'm saying?
But you had to ask, and then you realized.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I'm gonna say something else that was dope too about the Oath and Crackle itself. And Crackle's owned by Sony. So
shout out to Crackle, man.
Yeah, when the storm hit the second time was the worst. That's what it hit the second time. A lot of the production staff and people are from Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't able to be evacuated like we were.
Yeah.
But the Sony and Crackle made sure that when those people was like losing their houses and all that stuff, that they were put up, like all their families, everybody was put up in hotels and everything to make sure they were good.
Dope.
And I thought that was beautiful. Yeah.
Good lookout on
them.
I was in that.
Oh no, I was just about to say.
No, I was in the hurricane too. So shout out to Sony. I need a crib.
Hey, I was just about to turn the situation to my man D. Garrick Dixon in the building. He's a good friend and a coworker.
And a dope
what's
barber.
Up, man? Dope ass barber, comedian, actor, writer, everything, man. Tell the people.
He done started his own brand, got shit going on.
Man, tell the people about yourself, man.
Shout out to Dice for doing his homework on Kwame. Dice was prepared, Trey wasn't. But shout out,
time out.
Shout out to Dice. Dice knew everything.
Hold on, time out. First of all, just so you know, they have informed us that we talk over each other a lot. So I was just giving Dice room to talk. I know a lot about Kwame. Nigga, look, check this out. Time out. If you don't, y'all know, but I'm gonna let y'all know, Kwame is my Xbox homeboy. We have been playing Xbox for almost 10 years together.
They got to do with your homework?
I'm telling you, nigga, my homework is this. My homework is this. I know him. I didn't really have to sit down and do any homework. I know him. So
shout out to useless facts when you didn't do your homework. And that's what Trey just did.
Y'all good.
Gave us some useless fucking facts.
Give me the Remy,
This is
man.
what
I
happens
need
when you
another
bring
shot.
Remy on your show.
This nigga called, every time this nigga called the fucking Remy to Remy.
Hey, funny thing is, I got your ass calling Remy because last night when you left, you said, "Hey, you gonna bring the Remy?"
Mr. The Garrick Dixon. Come on, let's tell the people a little bit more about yourself. You know, we gave a little background, but we want you to tell everybody about yourself. This is their first time meeting you if they don't know you. So, give it up.
Well, I'm the absolute best motherfucker in the world. A little bit about me. I've been cutting hair.
You want
Dice? Yeah, Dice, Trey, and myself. We're the Funny Barbers, and we have sketch comedy shows that come on all over. Sketch comedy videos that are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everything. And we have over 500 million views. Humbly bragging all over the world.
Worldwide, baby.
Worldwide.
That's dope.
Russia, London, Asia, everywhere people watch our
UK.
videos. So, with my background, I've been cutting hair since I was 10 years old, and I've been cutting hair for 30 years now.
Young boy.
And doing comedy for about 17 years now, off and on, mostly on the past 12 years. So doing the comedy, been in some shows, not as much as Kwame, but been in some things.
But you toured with Tony Rock sometimes.
I toured with Tony Rock sometimes. I was touring with him for 3 or 4 years, and then I don't tour with him as much because I developed my own clothing brand, My Money Maker. So I've been dedicating my focus to building my clothing brand instead of building someone else's brand.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
I'm
you're
focused
building
on
your
myself.
brand all around.
Tell
You
the
know
name
what
of
I'm
your brand.
I said it, my money makers.
Nigga,
See, this nigga don't listen, man. God damn, this nigga got on headphones. The nigga talking right in his ears, and this nigga still get the facts wrong.
It's the two shots of Remy. It's the two shots of Remy.
God damn.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much about me. I mean these guys know everything about me. I just want to come in because and just talk about topics, talk about whatever we're gonna talk about, and let's get to the good stuff.
Well, we got some good topics here today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Our
we
first
do.
topic of
Yes,
the
we
day,
do.
we going to talk about online dating versus old school style dating. See, and we put in the old school style dating because for somebody like myself, I've been married for 13 years. I never got to do the online dating thing. So
Yeah, well, online dating is, it's kind of hip right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen.
I tried it a few times.
I mean, they got Tinder, they got Plenty of Fish, they got Bumble, they got Christians Mingle, they got the Raya, they got the
Soul Swipe.
they got Black People's
Wow.
Meet. You know what I'm saying? Any of y'all been on?
Did you say Christmas mingle
No,
or Christians
Christians mingle.
I thought he said Christmas mingle.
it's the Remy.
Ho ho ho!
So, I mean,
They
G,
need a Christmas
you done had some wild experiences on online dating, right?
I'm down with the online dating. I'm on Tinder.
I'm down with the online dating too, nigga. Like,
I'm on Tinder. I'm on Plenty of Fish. I heard Bumble is good too, but I haven't gotten on Bumble. But my experiences have been, shout out to Trey's unprofessionalism, having this ringer on while we're doing the podcast.
this about a bit.
It never happened.
But now my online experience has been very successful. Very, 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 very successful, meaning that, I hear a lot of these apps aren't hookup sites. And I used to think they weren't hookup sites, but with the success that I've had, I'm starting to think that they are hookup sites.
right.
Yeah, and the wild thing about these things is when you go onto these females' they profiles, it's always saying no hookups. If you're looking for a hookup, swipe left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But more than likely, even if you swipe right and you start, hollering at them, whatever, it ends up turning into a goddamn hookup. You know what I mean? Like me when I was fucking around on Tinder and shit, like I had like a 96% rate.
I was just about to ask your closing ratio.
My closing rate is probably about 85%. But yeah.
85.
What about you, Kwame? You on social media? I mean,
See,
you on
so my shit is completely different, right? So Tinder and Plenty of Fish and them joints didn't really work out for me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Your
So what was
closing
yours?
ratio?
So my closing rate wasn't good on that, but my closing rate is it's more so like Facebook, Instagram, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah,
You
so,
be in the DMs.
sliding up in
and that's the thing. See, it's like the crazy part is I don't really be in the DMs like that, but they be in mine. So,
But you want to know what? But you want to know now that you've been on a couple things and you got that check mark
Right.
next
He
to
the
your
boss.
name.
Right.
These motherfuckers like, okay, this
Right.
dude must be somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to check. Let me holler at them real quick.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
got
mean?
it.
They
Yeah.
looking for a come up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? A lot of these shorties out here.
Yo, the
watch out
homie
for
the
that
other
shit.
day, you know what I'm saying? One of my clients, I'm not gonna say his name. He ended up meeting this crazy chick online. You know what I'm saying? She came over to his house. She asked him repeatedly what his intentions were. He was very honest and open with her. She ended up having sex with him. Started crying, going crazy, like didn't want to leave his house. Now, this has been like 3 weeks ago. This chick has been having nothing but conversations with herself.
Oh yeah.
On his phone, like
I know you
constantly.
talking
Like
about
every
too.
time I see him, he's like, "Yo, look at this," and it's just like conversation.
And he don't say nothing
He
back.
don't say
See,
nothing back.
And that's the things you got to worry
That
about
shit
with
ain't
the
scary to y'all?
online
Hell yeah,
dating,
it's
man.
scary.
Like you could run into a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
Like-
me,
like-
Dice ain't scared though. This,
I'm not scared. Like, what the fuck? I mean, what you gonna say? I like crazy.
I mean, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, like between your online dating and shit, like have you ran across any like catfishes or anything like that?
Oh, I mean, you get catfish. Like, here's the thing with online dating. You automatically have to go 2 points under with the pictures. Like, in her pictures,
So,
her
so if
pictures,
her picture's a 10, she's an 8.
she's an 8. If her pictures are 6, she's a 4. So if her pictures are a 6, you want to see her after 3 a.m.
So what you think? So what you think they thinking about you though?
They might be thinking the same thing. I think mine is probably worse. I might look like an 8 on there, but I'm a 2 when they
This
meet
nigga
me.
G got pictures from 20 years ago.
This motherfucker ain't got no beard, motherfucker, no mustache, no.
I don't have no grays
nothing.
on mine, no nothing.
Yo, but you want to know what? A lot of females have been saying to basically let another female pick out your pictures.
Oh yeah. I was at a bar the other day. Shout out to alcoholics, but I was at a bar the other day. And
Nigga got a local bar like Cheers and shit.
I got
like,
3 local bars.
Everybody know his name.
So, but I was talking to these girls the other day, and they were like, they looked at my pictures. And then they were like, yo, that don't work. And they picking my pictures and saying, that's why you ain't really hooking up. Right. I was like, you bitches don't know I'm really hooking up. But I'm going to act like
it's working.
Yeah, but I'm not going to act like I'm hooking up because I'm trying to fuck both of y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At the same damn time.
At the same damn time. Shout out to oral and anal. But anyway. It's a podcast.
Niggas probably licking ass and shit.
It's a podcast.
But no, I mean, but they do say that women should pick out your pictures, but then in turn, I think men should pick out the women's pictures because when they show me the pictures of them, I was like, y'all need some better pictures than that. So it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
I think with women, I really don't know. I'm just going to assume that when they put up their pictures, because I do watch Instagram and all that shit, like I'm assuming that they want to put up a picture that is going to draw you in.
Well, let me say this. Anybody listening to this, and you should know this, any woman that takes a picture from the above angle, like where you just see cleavage and don't see it in the stomach, that's a fat chick. So you know what I'm saying? Like if she on top of a building, she set up her camera on the top of the building, she on the street level, then you know that's a fat chick.
Listen, what you gotta do is you gotta look and see if you can see a neck or if you can see an arm. Yeah. You know what I mean? If the arm look like it's a little bit too flabby, you know what I mean? More than like she a little overweight.
I gotta see body shots. I gotta see.
Like when you putting something on there like that, you gotta show what your body looking like.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When I be listening to y'all, I'm gonna say I am happy I didn't have to go through this shit. I met my wife the old-fashioned way. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't even had this shit back then.
Hell no. I was married. I was married before fucking Facebook came out, son.
God, you say that, but you listen to the stories though.
I hear y'all stories. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say if I were single, you know, back in the day. You know, it would make it a little easier. However, you know what I'm saying? I just enjoy the old-fashioned way, man. I met my wife just face to face. You know, she shot me down the first time. I gotta come back. You know what I'm saying? You get shot down nowadays, that's just it. You know what I'm saying? So even if you was like you know, just you know, even if you wasn't married, just you know, just saying, you know what I mean, you probably wouldn't even know how to talk to anybody online right now. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't even know what the fuck to say.
This nigga be like, hey, what's going on?
You're better off meeting a woman online than in person. Like because they get to kind of judge your life and they look at you, but when you try to talk to them on the streets, it seems like they don't even want to be bothered. So what I have done, I developed a technique when I just walk up to women in the streets and I just hold on, listen. I just walk up to women and I swipe right, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm liking you in real life, so let's hook up." So swipe right. Just walk up to women, fellas, and swipe right, and then you can steal that.
Face.
I promise it works.
Look, hold up. I agree with Trey in a sense because I still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though, you know, the access to social media and we talk about Facebook, Instagram, everything, I still prefer to meet women in person because that's to me, like, I'm like how you say, like, when it comes to the online dating, like, I'm not as good as that, which is like I say, why the Tinder and all that kind of things. For one, I don't have the patience. You know what I'm saying? So after a couple times, like, I'm over this shit. Yeah. But when it's on the street, like, I could holler at 10 girls and 8 of them can say no, and I'll still, you know, keep, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm a bag 2 out of the 10.
Yeah, because it's like being on the Vegas Strip.
Exactly.
Like, you holler at everything.
Exactly, because it's like, yo, like, I'm gonna tell you real talk, I've met more girls, I'm good. I've met more girls at the grocery store, my dude, than I had. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bad joints.
What aisle should I go to for the grocery store? What's the best aisle to go to?
You go to the meats aisle, to the hygiene aisle.
I'll tell you.
I'm really waiting for the answer.
Aisles, I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you. You go to the Ralph's in North Hollywood or Magnolia, the big Ralph's.
We're talking about in California.
Yeah, in LA, and then you got the Ralph's that's right there on Coldwater. And what is that? Is that Riverside or
by Eddie Murphy's crib.
Oh, he's giving out like the prime spots to holler at the right Jones.
No, I mean Coldwater and Victoria. Cold water by the coffee bean?
Nah, it's not Ventura. It's not that far down. But it's in Ohio.
Magnolia.
Is it Magnolia and cold water?
Cold water Magnolia.
Listen, babe, I don't know about the women in the grocery store. I'm just trying to tell him where the grocery store is. Because I know my wife is watching. She be like, oh, so you knew.
It's the Ralph down the street from that LA Fitness right there on Coldwater.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I go to.
Okay.
We're going to see both these niggas there tonight.
Those two routes.
So if y'all see G or Kwame in the grocery store, ladies, y'all about to get bagged. Just know.
They might have like a bottle of water in their motherfucker.
Hey, hold up. I got a funny story.
And that's it.
So this is a funny story, right?
Yeah.
I hollered at this girl at the Ralph's, the second one, the one that's on Coldwater by the LA Fitness, right? Probably like years earlier, right? Hollered at her. She took my number, right? But she never called me. So flash forward, years later, I'm in Ralph's again. Didn't realize it was the same chick.
Oh, shit.
Hollered at her again. And this time, she gave me her number. And she was like, call me so I can get your number. And when I called her, my number popped up on the phone. And she was like, have we met? And I was like, we probably met in this Ralph's. and we both bust out laughing. And then, we went out.
If y'all having problems finding somebody to date, and I mean, y'all want to do the online thing, go to your local grocery store, whether it be Acme, Piggly Wiggly, Food Lion, motherfucking Ralph's, Albertsons, nigga,
Walmart.
like, go there.
Can I say
Kansas City Price Choppers and Apple Market?
I want to say one thing, since here's another logical point. Since we talk about grocery stores, there is a difference in women at grocery stores. Now, Trader Joe's and Whole Food women are classy. They work out. They usually look good. They come in there with workout gear, all that shit. Ralph's bitches, those are like those are women hold on. Those are women that eat like good 2 or 3 days out the week. But food for less bitches are usually fat, on welfare, EBT. Them the women that you can usually fuck that day.
Yeah.
Just so I just want to ladies, I'm not condoning that shit. All right. So to my Ralph females, I love y'all. Y'all beautiful. Keep coming to Ralph's.
Hey,
don't listen to this nigga.
I was gonna say it depends on the area. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a nice suburb area, or a good area where it's like upper class, middle class type shit, you're gonna find something pretty good.
Ain't no food for less in good
But
areas.
if you go to a lower class, you might find a hood joint. You might have some problems later. She might have a nigga ready to come to your crib and stick you up. You fuck her over. You know what I mean? But the online dating. So what's crazy about it is that long distance relationship online really don't work. But what I want to say is, like, when you meet somebody online and you got the whole build up talking to them, like y'all feel like y'all connecting through text or through whatever online thing you're talking to. But then when you meet them, you just don't click. It's like a big ass letdown after you done talked to him for so fucking long, bro. Like any of y'all you ever had that problem?
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I've had it, but
He like, no.
Of course not. Right. Like, you married, nigga. Like, get him out of this conversation.
Right.
He can't say shit.
But the one that I did have, the most memorable one, she didn't drink at all. And I'm sitting there, and I drink. Like, when I go on dates, I'm trying to drink like 4 or 5 drinks with chicks so I can take them back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? But
So it's the hookup.
Right, but if they don't drink, then I'm thrown off. So this one chick, we had a conversation, and she didn't drink at all. And when somebody doesn't drink and you drink, you don't want to look like an alcoholic. So you mimic their drinks. So Kwame, after 2 drinks, my 2 drinks to her, none. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And
he kept drinking.
That was a terrible drink. I mean, that was a terrible date.
Did you get wasted and she was sober?
No. Because I didn't want to be the asshole where she's like, oh, that motherfucker got wasted. I got kids.
Yeah, like, especially with somebody that don't drink. You know what I mean? You don't want to be the drunk in front of them. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
So it's like, it's like when you meet somebody online, when you kind of meet somebody online, you're trying to give the best impression that you could give to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you go out on a date, you want to be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go to this restaurant. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear that. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, it's like,
that's dating in general. Everybody always wants to put on their best person for as long as you can until you let your real person
Representative.
until you let the real person out. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then they like, God damn, how did I start liking this motherfucker?
Y'all old enough, y'all have experienced both old school style dating and new school style dating.
Yeah.
Like, what do you prefer? Like, do you like the easy access, quick swipe right? I can, maybe get some head or something at 2:00 in the morning on the humbug. or do you like maybe like the old school? Remember old school back in the day when your ass got horny at night, you had to get out and drive around.
I got something.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm gonna tell you like this. Me personally, this is me personally. If I'm looking for a quick fuck or something that I know that it's not gonna be a long distance thing, then yeah, I'll go online. You know what I'm saying? But if I wanna find something that's gonna be like wife material, somebody that's gonna be my shorty, I'd rather be the old school type of way. You know what I mean? Like that's just like keeping it 1,000.
Nah, yeah, I did all that.
Good answer, good answer.
I keep it easy. Old school with my hip hop music and new school with my dating. I like the new school shit. I like the Tinder and swiping right.
Okay. Now tell me this. Do you go, and I'm asking you this, now I mean, because you already know we talk about a lot of shit in the shop. So do you go for the looks or do you go for like a good conversation? Because more than likely, like when you start swiping, whatever you're doing.
For the gawkers.
Yeah. Now I mean, like because like, you know, somebody can have good conversation and be a good person, but they don't look right. So when you first trying to start looking for somebody, are you just swiping like fuck it?
No, I mean, I do a swipe technique, and then I just swipe on everything, and then
whoever likes you.
Yeah, and then when it matches, I observe who it is, and I go for looks. I mean, but the problem when you keep swiping, you might come across a fat girl, you might come across a transsexual, you might not know who you coming across.
Yeah, you might find somebody
judge.
who likes to watch porn just as much as you do.
Oh yeah,
Which brings us to our next topic. Our next topic is watching porn, good or bad. You know, because a lot of people have porn addictions.
Yeah, a lot of people like. Let me run something down real quick. These are 15 facts why porn isn't healthy, and then we could go into it. All right, you can add on if you want to.
And
all
I'm gonna holler out bullshit.
Listen,
on almost all.
I got the bullshit button right here.
And I just want to say this: whoever's
I keep telling this nigga, you can't never hear that goddamn button on air.
Whoever's listening to this. However you're listening to it at work, if you're in your car, stop and pull over right now and really listen to this shit because he's about to kick some facts and you probably can relate to this shit. And it's only you, so don't act like you don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, listen, all right, so look, 15 facts why porn isn't healthy. Porn can change and rewire your brain.
Bullshit.
A porn habit can escalate into twisted territory.
Bullshit.
Porn can be addictive. Porn can heavily affect your sexual taste.
Bullshit.
Porn can affect your brain, similar to a drug. Porn can damage your sex life. Porn is full of lies.
Bullshit.
Porn can change love. Porn can leave you lonely. Porn can hurt your partner. Porn can warp a healthy view of sex. Porn is inseparably linked to prostitution and sex trafficking. Porn can seriously hurt your family and personal life. Porn is connected to violence. Porn is changing to more shocking and hardcore than ever.
Man, now check this out. I'm from the old school. If you use porn what it's intended for, get your jerk and get to work. That's all it's meant to be for. That shit is not for your ass to be stuck watching that shit 10 times a day.
Listen.
Not trying to find your fantasy. Nigga, is I'm horny. I need to clear my brain so I can think straight. Watch that shit,
But
nigga,
that's the thing.
10 minutes and be gone.
But that's the thing. Porn can actually overpower your brain's natural ability to having real sex.
It's sad because you read, 8 of them?
I read 15.
Oh, you read? I suffer from all of them. Like, it's sad because Trey was saying bullshit. I'm sitting here sinking down in my chair because I suffer from everything on that goddamn list.
Yo, this nigga, you sound like you're addicted to porn.
Oh, I know I'm addicted to porn.
He's definitely addicted to porn.
Honestly, I do not understand the. I mean, listen, I understand people get addicted to shit, so I get it that you can get addicted to porn, but I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Man, listen,
it's like,
I mean,
watch this shit, get your jerk on, and go on about your business. Like when you leave your house, are you still thinking about the porn?
No, because you're done now.
I mean,
You
but
know what I'm
somebody
saying? Like, what
who's
the fuck?
addicted obviously has to still be.
I mean, the only thing they could be thinking about is, yo, shorty right here, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta go see her shit later. You know what I mean? Because that was a good ass session.
But you made it sound so simple because you said watch the shit and get your jerk. When you're addicted to porn, it ain't just no watch your shit, get your jerk. About an hour later, you're like, okay, I done watched a lot of shit and I still didn't get my jerk. After 2 hours, it's like, I'm almost able to get my jerk.
Goddamn, 2 hours of watching porn?
After 3 hours, it's like, okay, this scene is
nigga's
just
watching
as
the goddamn
good.
series.
You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you might start off at 2 a.m. and now it's 7 a.m. time to hit Run Your Canyon. You ain't going to Run Your Canyon. You start off, it was dark outside, now it's light, and you still ain't jerk off.
You done wore yourself the fuck out jerking.
That's an addiction.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never watched porn
guilty.
longer than 15 minutes. I've never watched a porno longer than.
Man, listen, when I go in, if I see that shit is less than 10 minutes, I know that I can get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I like to see the doggy style or a chick ride me type shit. You know what I mean? I like a chick August Ames and motherfucking Brandy Love, nigga.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I got my favorites. Like, I go to them, get in, get out. I'm done.
He's a
Peace.
stalker porn watcher.
Nigga, I mean, you watch episodes. You watching an hour worth of porn.
I've never known. Listen, I've only known 2 porn stars' names when I was a kid. Like that was damn. See,
Janet
Jackman and Heather Hunter. Them the only 2 broads I ever known.
I thought you liked Vanessa Del Rio.
That's 3. I'm sorry, that's 3. I did used to like.
I know
He's lying about his addiction already.
Listen, I know.
I was at that time. I was like 12 or 13.
Stories. Like
bro.
you told me a story about when you was doing porn and you thought that your parents caught you
doing
No,
porn.
not doing porn. I was watching
You
porn.
don't listen. Damn, G, I'm about to
you
say
doing
that.
it,
This nigga has turned you into a porn star on our show.
No.
Like I tell you, this nigga ain't who will fuck this shit up. Just for clarification, Garrick Dixon is not a porn star. Okay,
He would like to be, but
despite what you have
as much as he
heard
watches this shit
from my co-host, despite what you have heard, he is not a porn star.
The story is, let me clarify. I think I was 15 or 16 years old.
Ooh, listen to this
and I was watching porn, and you know, obviously what we do when we watch porn, I jerked off and I came on myself. And it was late at night and I fell asleep. Now, I fell asleep with my dick shriveled up in my hand, cum all in my stomach. And I think my father might have came downstairs and saw me. But he never said that he saw me. But the only reason why I think that he saw me because he would never sit in that same spot on the couch ever again. He always sits around. He never sits in that spot on the couch. So that's some embarrassing shit, though.
I'm gonna say this: more power to you, because I'd have never fucking told that story.
that's nigga. When he
More
told
power
the
to
story,
you,
that
yo.
shit is
Hey,
crazy.
G will tell any story.
I know.
That's the edited version.
I know.
That
I
nigga
know.
don't give
Edited
a
version.
fuck.
I remember one time we was in the barbershop and this nigga was cutting my hair. And y'all was there, and I don't know if y'all remember this shit, but this nigga was cutting my hair, and he started talking about how he jerked off the night before, why this nigga is putting cream on my fucking face, right? So he can do the lineup with the thing. And I'm like, as he telling this story, I just feel this white creamy shit get wiped on my. I was so unfucking comfortable, yo. I was like, I was about to be like, yo, Dice, are you available, nigga? Like this shit. I like this nigga. Like, damn, nigga, you could have waited. You could have waited to tell this story a little later, nigga. Like the timing was like way too fucking perfect, nigga. I was like, am I getting punked? What the fuck is going on?
But a quick question just for everybody to know. I know it's off the wall, but fuck it, nigga. This is the podcast. What do you look for on porn? What do you look for on porn? And what do you look for on porn?
I'll say my top 3 things. This is Garrick. My top 3 things are amateur, vintage, and hairy pussies.
This nigga love Bush.
Like, I love Bush.
This
That's
nigga
what I
love
grew,
Bush. Hey,
I grew up on.
you will ask your mate to grow her motherfucking bush.
Believe me, any girl that y'all have seen me with, seriously, probably has had a bush. Maybe that's too much.
What type of bush you like? You like it like inside the thong, or do you like that?
Listen, one day we was at the shop and I was cutting hair and G turned around and he flashed his picture at me. And he says, "This is what I like." Oh my God, I almost threw the fuck up. I'm talking about this shit had hair coming out the ass. This shit was climbing. You couldn't even see no parts of the pussy. Because it's motherfucking nigga. My stomach, I was like, oh my God. This bitch look like Harry and the motherfucking Hendersons. I swear to God.
Damn, nigga, this shit. So you what do you like when you search?
people fucking. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no preference. I just watch people fucking.
So you just go on there and just hit the first thing popping?
Almost, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? As long as that shit is straight, you know what I'm saying? No gay, no she-male shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as that shit is straight, bam. I'm telling you, all I need to, whatever the first thing is up there.
He's
get
a
the
whack
shit over.
porn watcher. What you like?
Shit over with.
What you like?
I mean, I'm the same. I don't really have no real preference. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't really watch porn too tough no more. When I was younger, I did, but like if I'm with a shorty sometime and she like porn, then we'll watch it. But if I'm by myself, a lot of times it's like female on female, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I could watch
married.
porn when I was young, nigga.
My wife don't like me watching porn. I don't know why. When we were dating, she was cool with it. Listen, when we was dating, she was cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's like you married. Like why the fuck you should be looking at some other shit, fantasizing about her?
I gotta sneak.
You know what I mean? When you got me right here, nigga.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell you, I have to sneak and watch it whenever I watch it. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on, I want to say porn could be, in Trey's defense, porn could be healthy in a relationship because instead of him going out and cheating, he could watch porn and that keeps him from cheating.
Right. And I don't cheat.
I
don't think he has the
Everybody who knows me knows I do not cheat.
It does keep you in the crib.
It keeps you in the crib, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't, like I said, again, it ain't even for that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I don't know.
I hate when you're watching porn and you know you're doing your thing and you're at that moment, you're about to climax.
Yeah.
And with the porn that you're watching, and they cut into the facial shot of the man. Right when you're about to shoot, you see, you like, now you got to hold back your jizz and fast forward it a little bit
it's hard, nigga. It's
to
like,
get another shot.
You motherfucking bitch ass nigga. The fuck? You know what I mean? Like, let me, but you know, porn can actually end relationships.
Can
you
I
know
tell y'all a secret?
Yeah, tell me.
Here's a secret that y'all don't know.
No longer.
A lot of times, if I'm watching a scene that I like, I try to climax the same time as the guy because I feel like I'm in the scene.
Oh my God! I mean, I put myself in the scene.
I'll say the
definitely
jerk,
put myself in the scene.
Especially if it's a facial, I'll try to shoot
That
the
is
same.
number 11 team. The number 11.
11 team.
11 team.
This
It's the Remy. God damn it. 11 team. Nigga, I was hoping nobody caught
11
that shit.
teen.
Nigga, I'm on it.
What's number 11 now?
Number 11 was porn can warp a healthy view of sex.
Yeah.
And that definitely can warp a healthy view of sex if your ass is waiting to shoot your load with the motherfucking video. I want to come at the same time so I can feel like I was there. That shit crazy to me. Nigga, I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of times, I come before this nigga really even stick. That nigga get about 3 strokes. I'm like,
Now, I mean, but
I watch the head shit. I watch him give the head. And then by the time that nigga get to sticking that shit in, nigga, I'm done.
Now, what type of head? Is it deep throat? Is it gaggers? Is it like what type of head?
I mean, it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you like slow sensual head?
man, I'm telling you.
the
Listen,
fuck? You trying
I
to make
told
love?
you I'm married. Listen, I told you I'm married. Nigga, my porn shit is a race. Nigga, I got to get in and I got to get the fuck out. So I get caught. Nigga, I can't get caught with my dick in my hand.
listen.
I can't get caught with my dick in my hand and porn in my hand. Nigga,
But listen, I mean, there's studies that go around saying that porn, you know, it kind of fucks you up because you kind of visualize what you've been watching on porn the whole time, that you can't stay hard because you're not getting that same effect while you fucking the person that you with. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully ain't nobody going through that, and hopefully everybody don't need those blue pills or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you might want to slow down a little bit because it can fuck you up and it triggers some shit in your brain. You know what I'm saying?
I've actually, the past 6 weeks, I haven't really been watching porn because
I remember you
just niggas on a detox.
like the past 6 weeks, I haven't really been watching porn because I have suffered from what Dice is talking about, where I had a female in front of me, and the sex I'm thinking about. While we're having sex, I'm thinking about porn.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about porn, and I felt like it didn't match up what was going on in the porn scene, so it was causing my erection to go down. So,
Yeah.
So
You gotta step back.
Yeah. So that's why I had to stop watching porn because of that. And it's something that's common. A lot of men don't like to talk about it. It happens more than less.
Everybody jerks off whether you want to talk about it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a common.
I just keep it real.
Listen, I mean, it's a common thing. It's definitely a common thing.
But it's good that I stopped watching because the shorty the other night that came over, she got a full load. Oh, God
This
damn.
nigga been holding back. This nigga been on a fucking fast. He been on a 6-week fast, nigga. Like when that 6 weeks come out,
I didn't even know I had that much in me.
Time. Where we at on time?
hey,
You got 9 minutes.
All right, check it out. I was trying to segue into this next thing. So we had somebody in the shop, right? He has 2 baby moms and shit. You know what I mean? So he was talking about how he cut his first baby mom's new husband's hair and his daughter's mom's new boyfriend's hair. You know, tell me how you feel as a barber. You know,
supposed to be anonymous.
Yeah, it is anonymous, nigga. Like I ain't saying no fucking names and shit. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? But how you feel? Like, you know, know what I mean? You're you know, you got a divorce or whatever, know what I mean? But your relationship, you know, with your ex's husband and shit, like y'all got a good relationship. Like y'all talk about, you know what I mean, stocks and everything else and shit like that. And I'm only saying this because I know you. You know what I mean? But how do you feel about that? Like, would you invite that nigga in there to get a haircut?
Well, real quick, I think that, you know, a lot of times when you move on with somebody, you move on. And a lot of times when people have these ill-feel relationships towards an ex, it's because they haven't moved on. So for me, personally, it's all about the kids. The kids are the most important thing. Of
course.
And that's it. So that ex that you were with, they don't really mean shit to you anymore. So therefore, I think that you should get along with your ex-girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, and make it good for the kids and whatever other person, because a lot of dudes want to say, don't be bringing any other niggas around my kids, or females.
I know one.
Or females say, don't bring any other women around my kids. That shit, because when you break up, other people are going to be around your kids anyway. So just move forward with your life and make the shit work the best for the children.
Yeah, and I mean, like that's the political thing to say, but man, fuck that. Like, listen, I mean, like,
and that's why this
I can be
crazy.
cool. Listen, nigga, like I could be cool with my ex's dudes and shit like that, but I'm not cutting your fucking hair. Like, I mean, I don't want to build that bond with you. Know what I mean? Like, listen, no. Listen, like I could build a bond with you outside of all that shit. You know what I mean? But as far as me cutting your hair, like I don't feel like I can be real with you.
Time out. Just let me say this. Let me say this.
I'm just telling you how I feel, man.
I understand that, but check this out. As a barber, you know, we get intimate with people. People get intimate with us. Time out. Just listen. People get intimate with us. Yeah. And if this is your ex's guy, he's going to be around your kid. Why the fuck would you not want to get in this nigga's intimate thoughts so you can know exactly who the fuck is around your kid?
Nah, nigga, listen, more than likely, I'm going to know who's around my kid because I'm going to meet him, I'm going to talk to him and shit like that. Listen, but as far as me,
you don't want to be his friend.
I'll be a friend from a distance.
You don't want to be his friend. Because as a barber, we typically become our client's friend.
Exactly, nigga. Like, we ain't going to be his friend. I'm not hanging out with you having drinks and shit.
I ain't saying you gotta hang out with the nigga, but y'all can be cool.
That's what I do with my friends.
But listen, how many clients? How many clients do you have that you could like it's like a friend, but you don't really hang out with them outside the shop, but you still cool as fuck with them when they come in the shop?
A lot of them.
Exactly.
I mean, mostly all of them. I mean, but I'm not hanging out with you, my nigga. Like we could talk about certain things, but I don't want to talk about your relationship with my ex. You know what I'm saying? Like we could talk about the things that y'all doing outside of that shit, but I have a tight situation.
You don't want to know what your ex is doing? Does it make you jealous?
No, not at all, nigga. Like, why the fuck would that shit make me jealous? Come on, man. Like,
I think Tupac said it best. Keep your enemies close.
That shit ain't gonna make them up.
Kwame is the best one out of. Look, Kwame is the best one right now because he has no children. So he tell his exes, "Bitch, get the fuck out of here." I'm gone.
Like Pac said, keep your enemies close because I agree with Trey. Like, you want to make sure this dude ain't a molester. You want to make sure you want to get to know him because,
of course, you want to get to know him.
You know, because sometimes you can't do that from afar. Now, I mean, you know, cutting a dude's hair, that's pretty close. And I agree with Trey. Like, if you don't have any feeling towards her, you want to get to know the type of dude that he is.
Exactly.
So if anything ever pops off and you need to bust his ass, you know.
On top of that,
you could be right. Know what I mean? Because you might want to bust a nigga's ass. Know what I mean? So therefore, if certain things come up and your baby mom hit you the fuck up and be like, yeah, this nigga did this, that, and you know he coming in for a haircut, don't say shit. But when he get there, you just knock that nigga the fuck out.
On top of that, on top of that, this nigga can get your ass off of child support. You know what I'm saying? He can be the one say, hey, babe.
He can be your voice.
You know what I'm saying? You my nigga, we cool. You know what I'm saying? He like you, and you know what I'm saying? Let's do something about the child support. That nigga can go give her the dick and say, hey, let's take this nigga.
My ex-wife and I relationship has gotten smoother when she got married. And because he and I have a good relationship,
It makes it even better.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say like this.
Our relationship is smoother.
And I'm gonna say,
I'm telling her, don't leave.
I commend our brother.
I wish the boyfriend for all my exes.
I commend
I'd be like, yo, please be happy because you are fucking sour to me. Get a goddamn nigga.
I'm gonna say I commend our anonymous brother. The way he handles his situation, man. I'm gonna tell you, he is an upstanding guy. I truly respect that brother, man. Like, you keep doing your thing, homie. You know who you are. We ain't gonna say your name. And Dice, you can learn a lot from both of these niggas. Like, you got two great examples around
I'm great. No, I mean, I'm
not talking about you. I'm not talking about you being a father because you are a great father. But I'm talking about the baby mom situation when they come with
them. No. Not meet them. Not me. I don't want to be their like good friend.
Nigga, I mean, we can be bring them niggas
friends. We can be friends, but nigga, I don't want to be their best friend. Like, don't feel like nigga, you could just come to me and talk about any goddamn thing because I don't want to hear you come to me talking about.
A sitcom.
Listen, I don't want to hear you come to me talking about, yo, man, why the fuck she was that nigga? That's your problem. Nigga, I got out of that problem.
Listen, I don't think a real nigga would do that, and I don't think you would hang around a nigga who ain't no real nigga.
I've never talked to my ex-wife's husband about her.
Exactly.
Never,
It's been about
exactly.
He and our relationship is so cool where. At one point, at one point, I felt like I was my ex-wife's husband's side piece because he was telling me stuff, and he's like, "Don't tell her." That's how cool we got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't talk about her.
That's how it's gotta be. Bro.
I talk about life with him. But let's see what type of dude he is because he's around my kids.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I grew up with a stepfather, and when my parents when they split and got divorced, they was cool as shit. My father went out. He had two other kids. My mother did his daughter's hair the whole time until she went to college. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta be cool. You gotta be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? You understand the past is the past, man. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say one thing? And I've never said it before, and this is real 100% of my mother's grave. I was Dice before, but talking to Trey and seeing Trey's situation of how he grew up made me change my thoughts. So Trey, I love you for it, and thank you for doing that for me.
I never even knew that.
Yeah, because he made me change my whole perspective of a step parent being around my kids. Because I was Dice at first. I was telling them, don't call him daddy. Y'all better not fucking call him daddy. Now, because the way I see how Trey, and I'm secure with how I am in my daughter. I'm secure with how I am in my daughter's life. That Trey really helped me, and it changed my whole perspective of it.
I didn't know that. I'm glad I can help, man.
Well, no, I mean,
thank you, Mom, for giving me good experience.
On a bigger note, an ending note. You know what I mean? I just want to go around the table real quick and find out what everybody's watching. You know, like things that that keep your interest in like the TV show or movie world. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to say real quick, everybody watch The Oath. It's on Crackle, my man Kwame Patterson. He's playing Neckbone.
Yes, sir.
He's playing Neckbone on the show, man. I'm telling you, check it out. It's a live ass show. Man. But Kwame, what are you watching right now?
It's a true story though, right? It's true.
It's based off of true situations. Yeah. So the dude who created the show was actually a LAPD sheriff, and he was a part of cop gangs.
Okay.
So yeah.
So besides The Oath, I mean, what are you watching?
So right now on Netflix, was it 7 seconds?
7 seconds.
7 seconds is dope.
That shit is all.
That shit off the chain.
And then the new one that just came out, what is it? It's called something My Hood, or the it just came out on Netflix. It's like the young black kid growing up in L.A. It's good. Yeah, I'm on like episode 4 or 5.
We gotta find out what it is.
Find out what that is.
I'm waiting to see Roxanne come out.
Yeah, that come out the end of the month.
I think it's come out like March 23rd.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the month.
Yeah, I was watching 7 seconds, and then I just started watching The Oath. Like me personally, I know I'm behind, but I got to catch up on Atlanta. Know what I mean? But I know you just recently started watching.
He finished The Oath.
I finished.
No, 7 seconds. You finished it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you watched it all last night?
The show is called On My Block.
On Netflix. On Netflix. Check that out.
It's dope.
Yeah, I just finished watching 7 seconds, so I'm looking for a new show. So anybody that's watching this podcast, please respond and let me know what's a new show to watch.
New show. Watch Atlanta, man. I've been trying to tell you this for fucking 2 seasons,
I'm trying to get y'all engagements.
The Shy.
Yeah, The Shy.
Everybody finished watching
season finale tonight. This shit's going down.
By the time y'all see this, The Shy
probably aired.
It's gonna be over. But make sure y'all go check out the whole shit. If y'all need a Netflix and chill type situation for a Sunday or whatever, make sure y'all go check that out. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a wrap. And we
Yeah.
want to thank my man D. Garrick Dixon and my
Shout out.
man
Yeah.
Kwame Patterson for coming through and chilling with us
Appreciate
today.
y'all having me.
And this is another edition of Barbershop Talk Like This.
Holla at your boys,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We out this bitch.